Hello and welcome, folks, to another round of Modern. This week we have we have the Tron mirror
Yeah,
to
I'm
end
shooting
all
Jegantha.
Tron
I was pretty
mirrors.
sure I know what you were up to.
We have Dan McCulley playing what is technically a Tron deck, and Nicholas Lurso playing your more typical Jegantha Tron deck. Yeah, so we're gonna see a clash of new versus old here, and that's not even necessarily true. Dan's deck is weird. Uh, it's not your typical Tron deck. It's got some cool stuff. So we're popping a chromatic sphere for, like, well, we'll see. I think I know what he pops it for.
Use the green to cast. Yep. Sunshine Land. Correct this for red.
Yep. He did green. Now what's he doing this
Cast
time?
Ragavan.
He's popping it for red. There's a Ragavan that Nimble fell for it.
Alright. So I'll crack the star.
Hey, we had a conversation at the shop. We were joking around. We were like, man, Ragavan's such a good card. It slots into so many different decks. And Dan was like, you know what? We might as well try it in Tron.
I'll cast Stirrings.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about it, but it looks fun. Technically lets you play Ugin on turn 3 if you, like, turn 2, play Ragavan through the Starter Sphere. Turn 3, assemble Tron, attack, and then Ape Treasury, and play Ugin.
Power plant?
Yep.
Nick's going to do a much more traditional play of Ancient Stirring, still looking for a land. And Nick is he's a regular at a shop during, like, the summertime. He's in college, I believe, and so this is his first, like, time back because of the school year. And, you know, he usually plays, like, mid-rangey decks, so it was interesting to see him, like, show up at Tron.
Yeah, they're gonna
It's alright, we got Ragavan coming in and connecting. Taking a card, the Great Creator.
Oh!
And, I mean, it's a decent card.
Yeah, I got treasure.
Sorry.
It's actually just a good card to take from the top of the deck.
Creator.
Dude.
And the funny part is, like, usually Ragavan's not good
Turn.
against Tron.
Crown the Great Creator.
He's playing the second tower.
Alright.
Yeah, Ragavan's usually not that good against Tron,
This
right?
is
Because most of the
amazing.
hits that you can get off of Tron, you can't play. Right? The deck plays so many things that are so high costed that you can't do anything with
I
them.
don't know why I didn't use Karn. I was just so
Now,
excited to have
in
Karn.
your Tron deck himself, if Dan were to theoretically, assemble Tron, attack a Ragavan, and hit a Karn Liberated,
I'll
that's not bad.
take on your card.
Now,
my
currently
Yep,
Nick is the
get
better,
it
the better Tron player, as he has turn 3 Tron.
Here you go.
Using Karn Liberated to
Now
exile
we're
his
going.
own Karn the Great Creator, which is probably a weird feeling, but hey, it's gonna happen, kinda, sometimes.
In my Tron list.
Oh, man.
That is a Grove of the Burn Willows in Dan's hand. Helps
Attack
him
your Karn.
cast that Ragavan a little bit easier. Can attack into Karn there. We have an Expedition map so he can assemble Tron.
So I'll play this. I'll crack this.
Yep.
I'm gonna see him go grab Urza's Mine right here. His Tron lands all look really nice. They're the OGs, they're signed. And, like, the artist has a really nice signature on them, too. That's really cool. I also do like the Tron lands that Nick is using. I like the art, specifically in that tower, a lot. It's very Star Wars-y. And I don't know, man, that just brings me some joy. I want to say Nick is in the favorable position here. Just because, like, you know,
I'm gonna play
he
Relic
has the
and
Karn
Scrap
Liberated.
Relic now.
Dan's going to play a Relic, pop a Relic in the same turn. Because that is my now taps for 2 mana.
Okay.
If for anybody who's watching doesn't know how Tron works, effectively you assemble Tron via 3 lands, Urza's Mine, Tower, and Power Plant. When you have all 3 on the board, they produce extra mana when they are tapped. Mine and Power Plant tap for 2, Tower taps for 3. Nick's going to play a Forest. He's going to Ancient Stirring too. I missed what he grabbed. But... okay, he's looking at his 5 right now. Yeah, let's say Ugin probably pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I will
Deck is pretty affordable too, and like has always kind of been in the format. I know it's dipped in and out of like actual relevancy a couple times. I know during the Euro shenanigans at the beginning of the year or during last year, whenever Euro got banned,
Put Jegantha into my
around
hand.
that time, like Tron wasn't very good.
I
But
will pass to you.
right, Nick's just gonna uptick Tron or uptick Karn and then buy the Jegantha. Now I see a lot of people question. I've seen a lot of people question the Jegantha inclusion in Tron. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's not necessary. You don't need it." Blah, blah, blah. It is kind of cute, right? Like, it's always a way to guarantee a threat because it is beefy. I think it's like a 5/4, 4 foot. Now I think. How big is it? I'm pretty sure it has 5 power. Also, folks, if you want a really weird combo with Tron, you can play Baron. It's a 5/5. Jegantha's a 5/5. Baron Glory is something you can technically
Let's
play.
see.
Tower?
Tower.
He's going to attack and he's going to get a tower. He cannot play a land for Ragavan. Though I'm sure he would like to. Ragavan connects. Instead of a treasure, you get a treasure and 3 mana.
Cast card.
He's going to attempt to cast his own Karn, the Great Creator. Nick's going to pop the map in response, because if he left it on the board, he wouldn't be able to.
I'll get a tower.
Because of Karn's static ability.
Okay. Karn's good?
Yep.
Oh, but yes, Baron Glory. So apparently, I didn't know this actually till the other day. If Karn ultimates and restarts the game, you can actually mulligan in that game.
Like I should have done the first time.
So
I was so
apparently,
excited this actually
now, this could be
works.
false. I didn't like fact check the person who told me this, but it seemed interesting. So if you exile Baron Glory as like the only permanent under Karn, and you restart the game with Karn, you all go to 0. You have Baron Glory in play. It is your only permanent. You have no cards in hand. You win the game, and it's kind of cute. I don't know a world where it's better than
Pass to you
anything
and
that Tron
upkeep
can
will
do
have effects.
normally.
Your upkeep
But it
I'm
is
gonna
cute.
hit the tower.
Alright, we're gonna see liquid metal coating here on the tower,
Draw for turn.
trying to
So I will
reduce the amount of mana that Nick has.
2. Exile that Karn.
Dan currently relying on this Ragavan to try and carry him to victory, while I am trying to rely on my coffee to carry me through this Tron match. Here's an Ancient Stirrings. If I remember right, I think he hits another Ugin here.
I'll reveal a.
It looks like an Ugin. That's an Ugin.
You were Ugin rich.
I remember, I think it was 2018 is when everyone was like, yo, Ancient Stirrings needs to be banned. It's too good. And there's only one deck that plays it now. No, I guess 2018 was a different time. I guess Tron was more Public Enemy #1 back then.
This is on 9.
But I definitely remember a lot more of the customers being very anti-Tron back then. Nowadays they're like, nah, Tron exists.
After the stream.
I don't like it, but it could be worse.
And I'll pass to you.
I don't know if there's a single other deck, to my knowledge, I could be wrong, I haven't played Modern for terribly long, but a single other deck in Modern that's caused like this amount of discourse with people. I think I've talked about it before, but like, I mean, if you go on the Modern subreddit and type WoW in all caps, you'll get an interesting reaction.
Cast my own card.
Alright, there's a Karn Liberator for Dan.
Let's down tick.
Will he hit the other Karn Liberated, or will he hit the Ugin the Spirit Dragon? Alright, cool. I feel like you have to hit the Ugin here. Nick's Karn can't take Karn, and then
Pass turn to you.
Dan can try and exile the Liberator, or Nick's Liberated on the crackback. But I'm pretty sure Nick just plays the other Ugin here and shoots the Karn. Yeah.
So this is now 9 again.
Yep.
I'll play a mine for turn.
I was like, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. It was always like my favorite. When I had Tron
I'll cast
put together for a very brief amount of time. as a Jegantha.
I'll uptake Karn.
Yeah, I had it together for a very brief amount of time, and I don't know. Karn's fun and all, right? Resolving Karn, we're like, I'll hit your land. You know, the person usually gets pretty salty. Ugin was always more fun to play with. Just Ugin, alright, exile your board, or Ugin bolts this thing. Ulting Ugin is very satisfying with a Worm Coil engine. That'll probably get exiled to the Karn Liberated, and then Dan's going to take a bunch of damage here.
Combat 5.
Gonna crack in for 5, the Jegantha. And then Nick can shoot him for 3 with the Ugin. Put him to 12.
No, is it 11? So
I go to 12, this goes to 11.
Yeah, sorry. And then I will.
Nick has 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 mana, and nothing really to do with it right now. So we're gonna play a relic, cycle a relic. We're gonna play a star, cycle a star. Oh, he had another relic. Do it again.
Play a star.
Yep.
The fact that he can still like maybe draw a Worm Coil engine. He can still cast card. Did he just draw a Worm Coil engine? Alright, he did. Nice.
Here we go.
Oh, Nick has lethal on board.
That's a thing that all happens.
See if Dan can find an Ulamog.
Osto?
No,
Max
not
is
that
only
lucky.
out here.
Go.
A third tower will not do it.
Combat
Yep.
11.
Yeah, gonna attack in for 11 here.
I go to 1.
Nick's gonna go to 22, and then we're up to
Someone.
Ugin, and that's gonna be game 1 going to Nick, who will be right back for game 2. And bam, we are back in game 2. Dancing around the play, leading with All-Star turn of Power Plant into Expedition map.
Sphere.
We have a mine into a Chromatic Sphere. We have Tower go. So Dan's gonna assemble turn 3 Tron. This means he will be the better Tron player in this game. Oh, the Tron mirror, it's something else, man. It's like, this match went longer than the last one we had on camera, but the Tron mirror is like 20 minutes of gameplay, 15 minutes of shuffling. Which, for any new Tron players who are watching this, do not be discouraged by that sentence. And one thing to know, honestly, is that Tron can mulligan very, very well. I have seen Dan and other Tron players who have played against me mulligan 2-3 just to get tower, mine, and power plant, and they've still won off the back of that. Assembly Tron is your bread and butter, and that's something that you should prioritize whenever you can. Don't keep an awkward hand if it doesn't guarantee you turn 3 Tron, unless it, you know, because if it's still good, it's not an awkward hand.
This is where I'm not that good. I'm not experienced. I think I grab another card from it.
It was so funny. So we were talking to Dan before the match, because he has other weird things in his deck, and he doesn't, I don't think he gets to show them in the match. He just wanted to have a fun, experimental time with Tron. So he's also playing, currently in replacement of Ancient Stirring, he's playing Oath of Nissa. Which, if you don't know what that does, it's look at the top, I believe 5 cards of the deck, it could be 3. Pick a creature or planeswalker and add them to your hand, and then it is an enchantment.
Yeah, dude, if it was
You
mapped,
can pay mana of any color combination to play planeswalkers. So Dan's sideboard consists of like 12 planeswalkers and then 3 wish targets for Karn the Great Creator. It's a cute idea. It looks like it'd be fun to resolve.
I'll play a
And
star.
I definitely heard at some point in the tournament Dan say the words "Cast Jace the Mind Sculptor," and his opponent went, "Wait, what?" And that was probably the highlight of the weekly tournament for me. So Dan has a card. We've exiled a mine. Nick is gotta fight back here if he can. He has a second power plant in hand.
Float green. I will.
He drew a map. Not bad.
That. There you go.
So imagine, I don't know what Dan's hand looks like. We have 2 towers again. That's Fairy Time. It's a Fairy Time Reveler. It's the weirdest thing to see, man. Alright, so we're exiling the mine, knowing that Nick has the second power plant in hand, too. Oh, did we just pass? We did just pass. Ooh, there's a Kozilek. What's your truth? I love that card, man. He's so cool.
Forest. Here you go.
I love it, except for the one. So I was at a Legacy 20K, and I played against a very nice man. He was playing 12 post, but he cast Kozilek 4 times against me.
Yep.
I wasn't a fan of that. You know what it's like to have your opponent draw 16 cards? It sucks. It's just not a good time. There's a card in the Great Creator. Nick's gonna pop the Expedition map in response. It is a beautifully fun thing to see Teferi Time Raveler in a Tron player's hand. Because it's so weird. But I love it so much. He's gonna wish. He's gonna play Liquimetal Coating. He's
land for turn.
gonna land for turn.
Pass in your upkeep. I'll shut
I guess
down
this is his
your-
turn 5, yeah. He's gonna turn off the power plant. Oh, he turns off the forest. Okay.
Well,
Actually, no, that makes sense. Ooh, but Nick finds the forest anyways. Yeah, you definitely turn the forest off so you can't Soul Scrying or Ancient
this
Stirrings.
is good game.
Okay.
It's so awkward because I was like,
Yeah,
wait, you
it's
turned
really-
me
Nick's
off,
just
like,
gonna
what
pick
am
it up
I
there.
supposed to do?
Kinda hard to
Like,
come back
do
from
I
that
just
one.
scrying?
And we are going to go right into game
I
3.
obviously have tower in my hand, like,
Yeah.
just hit mine and it's over.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're not going. Ah, there it is. Dan's mulling to 5. Dan and mulling on camera. Even more iconic duo. Alright. Power plant star. Forest. So scrying. It's a really weird thing, but I always love it when like when Tron players in the mirror have the same identical turn ones. I think it's fun. It's like the stupidest thing, but I enjoy it. It's like, oh, I'll play my tower, and they're like, oh, I'll play my tower too. It's like, okay, cool. It's so dumb, but I love it. Alright, we're gonna pop
crack
that
for
for
red.
red. Probably see the Ragavan in his hand.
Cast Ragavan.
Yeah, buddy. Play a Ragavan.
Shut up, Freeman.
I have no idea what to name this deck. I probably like, man. Zoomer? I can't say Zoomertron because it's playing Oath and
Gets weird.
I can't even tell you what set that's from. Actually, it's a lie. It's probably Oath of the Gatewatch or something adjacent to that. Alright, so Nick doesn't have turn 3 Tron. So if Dan can land
That's
a tower here.
That's exactly what we're kind of going for there.
He might. Oh, he has an Expedition map. And he has the tower.
Attack you with Ragavan.
It's the power of Mullen right
Give
there.
me Karn. Nature's Claim.
Nature's Claim.
Nah, that's okay.
It's not the greatest card to hit, but I guess it's fine if your opponent has it up with Windstone and can't crack it. But it's a 4 mana card in the Great Creator. Card in the Great Creator.
Sure.
Just gonna spin the relic in the meantime.
This is good.
I imagine we're gonna see
So we'll obviously go get Liquimetal
Liquimetal Coating
Coating.
come out. And yep.
Cast the coating.
Liquimetal Coating plus Karn is such a good combo. I actually like really enjoy it. It's very simple, but I like it a lot. It's not as cool as like the Mycosynth Lattice loop was for the Tron players.
Pass.
And when I say
your
cool, I mean
upkeep,
like
I'll tap
degenerate,
your
but
mine.
hey, we turn off the mine. Looks like he just drew an Ancient Stirrings.
I had 12 damage to throw in a Colossus in the second one, so. Yeah, I assembled low.
2 cards in here.
2 cards.
I think this is fine, so
Okay, plays a tower.
4/5. Cast my own mini card.
Let me think about that one real quick.
Okay.
Well, can't do that.
I was confused for a second. Like, he doesn't have
Yeah, sure. It sticks.
Tron in play, but he does. The mind is just pulled aside because it was turned off to the nickel metal coating. Not sure how I feel about sliding it all the way over. I think I'd prefer if it was just like turned upside down or like inverted, but it's okay. It's still on the board, like it's still in view. Ooh, he's got a pithing needle in hand. Are we thinking about pithing needling? Probably card, right? Or like Great Creator?
So what you have is like tower.
Because if he doesn't, Dan can just uptick his Great Creator on the Expedition map, animate it to a creature, kill Nick's card, and then he can go back to doing liquid metal stuff.
I'll grab the needle. The one
So we just wish for a pithing needle.
needle.
I'm gonna cast the needle off the floating mana. Yeah, I feel like Karn the Great Creator is like the correct call here. Because like otherwise you lose your Karn. The other thing is like even if Nick's Karn then dies, Dan can't whatchamacallit. Dan can't do the full part of the metal coating combo to actually like strip mine Nick. There's an Oblivion Stone. I thought like the Zoomer decks had cut Oblivion Stone for all his dust.
But I know, but I mean, I haven't, even before that, I haven't seen any where they went, you can't even have it back.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. Like, that's a lot more excessive than what I've ever seen. I read that whenever they get like random promos. I usually have this bad on it. The promos, you can't put the promos in the box, so you gotta do that. You're supposed to put them in the second because it's a But if you're not allowed to carry it on the deck box, where are you supposed to put it? Because if they're deck checking you, they can check any deck boxes that are pulling out of your bag.
I'll attack you. Trigger.
16.
Everyone's gonna attack in. Gonna get a chromatic sphere,
Sphere.
which is
Very
not
good
very
in
good
this
when
particular
Karn
board
has
state.
Karn the Great Creator. Neither is Dan's hand right now. Looks like he has 4 lands in hand.
Like I'm sorry, that does not test the
Land for turn.
I guess it's pass, right? Like, there's nothing to do.
That's exiled.
Oh yeah.
Alright, folks, we gotta move that chromatic sphere off the board.
These are some high octane Ragavan connections, I gotta say.
Yo, just there's some crazy shit you can hit in the mirror. Sorry, stuff in the mirror. I accept the shoe.
Hey, they're saying peppers in the chat.
Tap them for 7 mana. Do we have a Karn? We do have a Karn liberated.
Whatever I gotta say.
You could minus here and just take the gamble on what Tron lands Dan doesn't have in hand.
I'm going to downtick on your tower.
It's the tower. Okay.
I'm going to then 3. On my hand.
Buys Jegantha.
Here we go.
I mean, I would honestly, in my personal opinion, argue that it should be the reverse. You just shouldn't be allowed to incompatible.
See, but that the problem with that is because sometimes
Is that you?
Yeah, down to 14.
Trigger.
It's an attack in.
Turns.
It should be.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
You are making a pact to system, which is itself a bribery.
This still end of turn, right?
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You will gain a life.
Yeah.
It's going to gain the life to the Grip of the Burning World
Cast
effect,
Ancient
so
Stirrings.
Dan can cast the Ancient Stirrings.
You cast it over his deck, right?
No.
We're playing the high octane.
I will find my own Karn.
If only Nick didn't have a card that could.
This man literally right on the play, like turn one card into
Cast Karn Liberated.
Yeah.
Exile your Karn Liberated.
I'm just like, man, when you put these cards in your deck, I never thought about like considering.
Cards in the exile card.
It's regular
We have
exile.
some card on card.
Go.
It's a very dramatic hand swoop there. I love it.
Tron once, and it had something to do with the stuffy doll.
Cast Karn liberated.
And we have
Yeah, sure.
the other card.
There you go.
It's a very kid.
That's regular
one modern
exile.
one kid we did. Top four was between two of our friends at the shop who were both playing Tron, and in the one game, I think they traded cards back and forth for 3 turns straight. I think we went through 5 or 6 Karn liberated just in a row, and it was the greatest thing. So it was so stupid, like
The spiders.
it was beautiful. Didn't make any sense, but it was great. What's the guy? Turn 3 Tron, play a card. All right.
Thank you, Ragavan.
I think it was turn 4 Tron.
Here's a map.
A map.
Something
I
like
don't want
that. Something to get him to be able to play a Karn. And his opponent be able to respond with a Karn. Like, it's wild.
Witnessing it happening yesterday, and I'm like, that is not how it works.
I didn't think I'd have to think this much.
I told you this mirror can be weird. I guess I'll cast this.
Sure.
There's another Charismatic Sphere.
Get it on the field,
Now,
baby.
if Dan had Urza Saga in his deck, he'd be able to make massive constructs right now. And maybe 6/6s or 7/7s. Because the construct's also an artifact. Diddly.
Although there was a point in time
Yeah.
where to get it flying
Yeah.
I don't know if did Tron ever experiment with Saga. I don't know if it. I'm sure they did, but I don't recall really seeing anybody test with it. At least at the shop. So I guess it just wasn't good enough, which makes sense, right? But Saga tends to fit into 2 different styles of decks that Tron wouldn't consist of. So
I'll take my Karn, targeting you. Alright.
we uptick card here to 7. Take the 1 card out of Dan's hand. Here's Jegantha.
Jegantha? Here you go.
It's not particularly exciting. Jegantha, you say. Pass turn.
I mean, it should be like, you say that because like you are casting like multiple spells and stuff.
Stirrings?
Like, you like,
Got an Ancient Stirrings. Let's see what we find here.
Two.
I'll say Stirrings is a wild card in this deck. It is absurdly good. I know other decks have played it. Like I know Titan used to play it to help find specifically lands, but you can also find your
Yeah,
amulet.
that's a thing.
But there's a Kozilek. Enough mana? 2, 4, 7, 9. There we go.
11.
I think it's going to draw 4 cards here. Picked up a. Is that a Ghost Quarter? Is my man signing Ghost Quarter in Tron? I love that.
I'm gonna.
That or I just don't know what that card is, which could be fair. It could have been a blast zone.
My monkey will heroically dive in front.
Yep. Here you go.
Very dramatic indication that the monkey is blocking the elk.
Glowstone?
Yep, yeah.
Alright. And game 2 is going to go to Nick. Thanks for watching, folks. If you like more content like this, well, maybe not Tron Mirrors specific, but if you want more modern content, make sure to subscribe, hit that little bell notification to let you know when we post content. We post once a week.
Because that shuts down your card
Or
too.
it's like a video dump once a week. Other than that, make sure to check out Alternate Universes on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that cool stuff. And we have a web store as well at alternateu.com. You can shop on there and buy all types of cool cards and stuff. But have a great day, folks.